Hey, welcome to the Battle Within series in my David and Goliath channel here on YouTube. Welcome everybody, and today we're going to address true humility. Many years ago I worked with a couple friends, good friends, and have nothing negative against them. We all have personality types. I have a personality type. It grates some people, other people like it. We're all that way, every single one of us. But in working with, I'll just call them Lee and Randy, and working with Lee and Randy quite closely over a number of years, it was kind of a gradual revelation to me that true humility, or even just humility and pride, have nothing to do with personality type. You see, Lee was a meek, gentle soul and soft-spoken. Randy was more boisterous and spoke loudly and wasn't afraid of having his opinions known. Now, if you'd asked 100 people that knew them very casually who was humble and who was prideful, almost 100% would have said Lee is more humble, Randy is more prideful. And I'm here to tell you, they'd be wrong. See, prideful is thinking more highly than you should of yourself. Humility is accepting the fact that, hey, you know what, I have shortcomings and I need to try to see myself as I am. Not to get into low self-esteem, but at least acknowledging that. That's the difference between pride and humility. My experience in working with Randy and Lee, when there were conflicts, there'll be conflicts in every relationship in your life. When there are conflicts, and I needed to resolve conflicts so we could move forward as a team, I would talk to Lee. I'd find out what did I do wrong, what can I ask forgiveness for, what can I say I'm sorry for, and I would go to him, I would do that. And time after time after time, it helped, but there'd never be any reciprocation. He wouldn't say, yeah, Curt, I'm sorry about what I did too in that, or what I didn't do. He would just say, you're forgiven, Curt, and we'd go on. But Randy, on the other hand, when we'd butt heads, and we did, when we'd talk, there'd be reciprocation. Hey, Randy, I'm sorry about this. He'd say, Curt, I'm sorry about that. And we'd try to figure out what went wrong on both sides, and then we'd move on. Do you see the huge difference? Lee was acting in pride. Personality type and pride and humility have nothing to do with each other. So, having said that, you as a humble, more meek person might be prideful. And I'm hoping to break that paradigm in you. Just because you're soft-spoken and have a sweet personality and people think you're gentle and all that, do you ever say you're sorry? Do you ever ask for forgiveness? Do you ever acknowledge when you're wrong? I mean, with other people? Or are you more of, yeah, I've been done wrong again, and the blame game and the victim game? That's not good. Maybe you're more like me, the type A personality that does run into, rough things and on and on. And maybe you doubt yourself or shrunk back because you think you're prideful. Well, maybe, maybe not. You have a personality that could tend towards that. But having said that, do you ask forgiveness when you're confronted? Do you say you're sorry? Are you willing to look for answers, even if the answer ends up being, boy, I was wrong about this and I've been wrong about that? Then you're humble. It's not your personality. The point is to know yourself. We're all gifted by God with a personality, skill sets, talents. And that self-deception, denial, humility, pride, all of that will play a major effect on the battle within and you fulfilling your destiny and being the end-time warrior that you want to be. Know yourself. It's so important that you acknowledge that, and you have to have others speak into it because every man's way is right in his own eyes. And so finally what happened with Lee is it must have been the 7th, 10th time, I don't know, I went to him, asked forgiveness, we got some problems cleared up, and then I said, Lee, I've done this many, many times with you, right? Yep. Not once do I remember you've ever owned your side of anything or ever thought you did anything wrong or ever said you're sorry to me. He was stunned. But I spoke the truth in love, and I was a great friend to him that day, and I hope it made a difference. So, who are your friends? Who's speaking into your life? Whose life can you speak into? You can't do it all alone, Lone Ranger, because if you are self-deceived, and we all are to some degree, you need to be willing to be open to that and change for the sake of your future. So I hope you'll like, share, and subscribe to this Battle Within series on my David and Goliath channel. As you fight that battle within, the odds continually increase that you're going to win the battles that are on the horizon for you to fulfill your destiny, what you want to accomplish in these end times.